Hello, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you guys.
Are we live?
You are live on the Rich Eisen Show.
Okay. Wow.
Nice, great job. What's
Sorry
up,
for
fellas?
big timing you.
What's up, guys? Yeah, sorry about that.
We spent 1 week in LA and all of a sudden it's like, come on, see.
Yeah.
Very good. Good to see you. Are you going to crack that open?
Yeah, well, I figured we were going to talk about Aaron Rodgers a little bit.
We
right?
are going to do that, and we'll get to that in a second. But go ahead, finish up what you were saying. Did you see this?
Did we interrupt? Sorry.
No, it's all good. We're just talking about LeBron.
Oh, I would like to talk about
Oh,
LeBron.
he would like to talk about beer too.
Go ahead.
So LeBron is liking pictures on Instagram of Kyrie in Lakers jerseys. He's having dinner, tampering with
He's not
Russell
tampering.
Westbrook and Anthony Davis and Kyrie this week.
This is this league. This is
is
my
the-
favorite part about the NBA is that we somehow have gotten to a point where we care more about dinners and Instagram likes than the actual games that are going on right now.
We do.
Like it's about to be the NBA Finals.
Is he going to get a banana boat out? I missed the banana boat crew.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point, though, is he's allowed to. This is just another version of the banana boat. Him dining with these guys. He could do that. It's not a big deal.
Kyrie going to the Lakers would be a hilarious move.
Why?
Because the whole thing with Kyrie was like, I want to be out of LeBron's shadow. I want my own team.
Right.
He does it. It fails, not spectacular. Well, actually, no, it did fail spectacularly this year.
Right.
And now he goes to the Lakers and is like, hey, I actually like it with LeBron.
What about you two guys? Is there a shadow situation with you two guys going on?
What do you mean?
Well,
Are you part of the Illuminati? Yeah.
No. Like that maybe one of you guys feels that you're overshadowing the other.
Yeah,
or-
I'm definitely overshadowing Big Cat.
Is that right?
We've talked about that.
So
Well,
that's
yeah.
so that's how you guys are fine with each
Yes.
No,
Yes.
we just basically anything that's good for one is good for both.
Yeah.
other. Huh.
It's called teamwork, Rich.
Hey, Rich, why don't I turn it back on you? You have your own show. You have your name on the show because you're a narcissist, all this stuff.
Yes.
People are saying you don't work well with others.
I don't want to work with another person.
Exactly. You can't be a teammate.
I'm fully aware. I am done with a two-host show.
Yeah, never going back.
I am not.
I'm sitting right here.
You
Yeah,
are not a
I'm
host,
sitting-
sir.
I'm sitting right
You're-
here.
You
I'm
know what
sitting
you
right
are is you're a producer and an on-air compadre.
Sitting
but
right here.
No. I'm fully admitting that SportsCenter, the last SportsCenter did, is the last two-host show I'm ever going to do.
Yes.
Did you have a problem with it while you were doing it, or was it once you got a taste of the solo life, Mr. Big Shot? You were like, I'm never going back to that.
Once I got a taste of the solo life, I mean,
You get your name up in the
I'm
marquee.
not going to be like, why don't you take half the show? No way.
Yeah.
No, I'm a control freak when it comes to hosting a program, and I am not absolutely ashamed of admitting that at all.
Okay.
So back to you guys.
Yeah.
In terms of, so when you're on A-Rod's jet,
Yeah.
are you there too?
No, I'm not. We
What
don't.
the
We don't follow each other around. Like we have personal lives and
It
separate
is a
lives.
misconception, that
Yeah.
we go everywhere together. The A-Rod thing is...
What's up? Where did this come from?
I just started-
Are you BFFs with A-Rod?
Well, I started trolling him online and saying I worked for his company like 3 years ago, and then it just ended up here. But that, we PFT has other things going on personally. It's like, you get your solo albums, but the band is the band, right? Like that's what people want to pay to see. So, we tape a few shows with A-Rod. It's not a lot. And every now and then there's a traveling component. But when we're on the jet, like we didn't really, Hank and I just sat in the back. We didn't really talk to anyone.
Okay.
So
I'm not about the private jet life either.
if
If it's up to me, I fly Coach. I fly Coach's son. That's what I say. I like being with the people. If it's up to me, I'm on Spirit. I'm on Southwest. I'm in the
Okay.
cattle call at the gate. I'm not a first class guy. Now, granted, I think
we're flying first class today.
They twisted my arm and made me fly first class back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But under normal circumstances, I'd rather be in the back of the plane with the people. Hopefully next to the latrine, really smelling the folks. You know?
Good
Yeah.
use of latrine. What about middle seat? What PFT?
No,
what is
No, I'm not a middle seat guy.
No.
Not a middle seat guy because that you start doing the elbow jocking.
Oh, my
thing,
gosh.
Where you're fighting for the armrest. I like to get the window seat.
Let me ask you this question: which one of you guys, if one or the other, are you a first on the plane person, or you can just chill out to the last
Oh
second?
no! I always listen. We've talked about the plane, the airline travel decorum. When it comes to getting on a plane, it is like every man for themselves.
Yeah.
Just jam yourself up in the front. No lines. None of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
You
It's
cut,
just
you cut in front.
Oh yeah.
Do
You gotta get on the
do you
plane.
do the just like looking around and just like you're staring at the board to see what the flight number and everything, and that way you just
Yeah,
you
I'll
don't
hover right. Yeah, I'll hover right around.
It's like a mosh. It's like a muddle huddle.
Yeah, the minute they started making you pay to put your bag up top, it changed the game. You have to get on the plane like early. You have to.
I like to get there. I like to get on the plane a little bit early.
Yeah.
And that way I kind of establish dominance. And here's how I do it. When other people get on the plane, you see anyone that's having a little bit of trouble putting their bag overhead.
Yeah.
You stand up and you say, hey, let me help you with that.
Huge
and then
move.
everybody around you sees you and they're like,
Right.
that guy's the alpha on the plane.
He's the guy who will turn to.
Yeah, if the pilot has an incident, I don't think he knows how to fly,
Right.
but I believe that he could convince himself to fly.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have those thoughts on a plane.
Got
Where are you
to.
going this
Yeah,
weekend?
Rich, you just tweet at the airlines.
Yeah. You just get
that's-
mad.
Well, you know, every time I do that, I'm tagging you now.
Seriously.
Well,
Still
yeah.
Big Cat. You know that.
I
Two people-
appreciate that.
Help two people with their bags, you'll feel like a king.
Yeah.
Just to pay it forward like that,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Huh.
Can
we
it's
go
totally
f-
selfish. It's just so that I feel good about myself.
Can we go free range here? I got a lot. I want to talk to you
Okay,
about.
so let's take a break.
Okay.
Because, you know, I've got commercials that I got to do
Sell
here.
out.
I know. Hey, look, these solo shows don't pay for themselves. You know what I'm saying? PFT commenter and Barstool Big Cat finishing up their Grit Week right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Don't go anywhere. We're back with more in a moment. All right, great way to send us into our Memorial Day weekend. Barstool Big Cat and PFT commenter from the highly popular show, Pardon My Take here. You guys came in the middle of the last segment. I want to describe to the radio audience. You, Barstool, you're wearing a Barstool hoodie. You're
Yeah.
branding.
I don't want to get yelled at.
You're branding. That's
Yeah.
very good. And you, PFT, you were in a Jim Tom Sula
Goat.
T-shirt. Very well
Billy Goat.
done.
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Tom Sula, and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. In the near 5-year history of our show,
Yes.
is this the third pair of shorts that we've had by a guest?
Yeah, with Danian Tomlinson.
LT came in one time. John Miller, the
John
voice of
Miller,
the
yeah.
San Francisco Giants, came in.
Oh, that must have been a sight.
Yeah.
He was wearing a Hawaiian shirt
and
and
that
plays.
sandals.
And Will Ferrell came in,
And,
right?
Will Ferrell had soccer shorts on very high.
Very, very high.
A lot of
It's a tough
soccer.
angle
Roll
for
it up.
shorts.
I
It's
can-
a tough angle
Are we
for
seeing
shorts.
some side cheek?
Yeah, a little bit of something
Here,
going
I'll
on
tuck it
there.
under for the.
That's okay.
Maybe the folks at home get like a higher female demo. Maybe
I just
open it
want
up a
you.
little bit.
I just want you to be comfortable.
Okay,
that's
I am
all I want.
I'm always comfortable.
So, who did you interview for Grit Week? I saw some that
A lot of
you've
names.
been talking about.
Yeah, we had Sean McVay.
Yeah.
You've obviously had him on the show, I
Yes,
assume.
yeah.
We said some mean things about Sean after the Super Bowl, so we cleared that up. We had Jared Goff and Blake Bortles, Blake Griffin,
we have Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao,
Sang some
Dr.
karaoke
Phil.
with him. Dr.
Yeah.
Phil.
Zac Efron, did you
Zac
interview?
Efron.
Zac Efron went
Now
to his
you
house.
guys got a tweet back from Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
Now that's next level.
Yeah. Well-
Where does that rank?
It was very high up there. So
Was it better than the time that she accidentally followed you when she refollowed you back? Was that better?
yeah, the refollow back was better.
Yeah.
The refollow back.
Okay, walk me through this
She
again.
followed me randomly on, I think it was the night of the draft lottery, and I was like, we were sitting in our office, and I said, guys, Anna Kendrick just followed me. And you know, when someone like that
big.
follows you, you're like, okay, they might follow, it might be like a Tyrese situation where they follow a million people, like a Jose Batista. Everyone's followed by Jose Batista. So I initially went to her Twitter. I was like, I got to make sure it's not I'm not getting Batista'd here.
Yes.
She only followed 300 people. I was like, this is real. I might have said it on our podcast. The draft lottery happened. The Bulls get the 7th pick. And I tweeted in profanities in all caps for the next like 3 hours. So she opted in, saw that, and then quickly opted
out.
Which is so much like the whole saying like it's better to have loved and lost.
to be
That's
followed. Yeah.
completely like wrong. Because I would rather never love, never be followed than followed and unfollowed. But Zac Efron is a fan of our show.
Yes.
We went to his house and he was able to FaceTime Anna Kendrick and smooth it over.
One thing we've also learned is it's impossible to say. So we were at Zac Efron's house
Yeah.
and not sound like a jerk.
Yeah.
It is like the biggest.
You're a name dropper.
Yeah.
You're okay with that.
I'm a professional name.
I know you are.
I didn't bat an eyelash when you did that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah, Zach's? Yeah, I know where he lives.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but he was a great guy. I like Zach a lot.
Yeah.
It was crazy to find out that he listened to the show.
Yeah.
So we walked in his house and he heard our voices and he just like, he lit up and he was like, I love those voices.
So let me ask you this,
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
You obviously
Big
have
cat.
had a very long career in sports media. What was the first guy who came up to you or woman who
Yeah.
said, I'm a fan of yours? And you're like, whoa.
Don Mattingly did it once.
That's a big
And
one.
that was for me. I mean, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
That was the end of that.
But there are those moments where you're like, wait, you like what I do?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Because you be talking to a microphone, you have no idea who's listening or not.
Right.
Have you gotten that from Tom Sula yet?
Tom Sula. I don't think Tom Sula owns an iPhone.
No.
I don't think he has. He seems like a tin can and a string kind of guy.
Yeah.
But maybe he's heard the pod. I mean, have you reached out?
We have reached out. So we've reached out to Tom Sula. We're trying to work our way in there, but it takes a long time for the carrier pigeon to get back.
So who's the pardon my take white whale?
Right now,
Yeah.
I would say it's Aaron Rodgers.
He has not been on.
He is not. I don't
say-
think he ever will come on.
Well, I don't know.
I've said some mean things.
I don't know about. I don't know if accusing him of cursing the Bucks because he couldn't finish his beer last night is
that's
the way
exactly
to book him.
what happened.
I don't think that's the way to book him.
Were they up when he couldn't finish his beer?
I think they were.
Did they win?
They did not.
Okay. I rest my case. You
think-
can't not chug a beer in the state of Wisconsin. You can't. That is a felony in the state of Wisconsin.
But he strikes me as a sipper. When he has when he has an alcoholic beverage of choice, it's a little bit harder than beer.
Yeah.
So he doesn't usually open the gullet and throw it back.
I think you
matter.
should, no matter what position you play, you should be able to chug a 40 faster than you can run one.
Yes.
That is like my bottom line on that. And David Bakhtiari, I'm pretty sure he chugged that in what, 2 seconds?
Like 3 of them.
4.5 seconds?
We had him on at the top of our
still
last
drunk?
hour, and he was
he
he was definitely overserved. No, but he look, Aaron did the mistake of sitting. You got to stand. Obviously, gravity's your friend. Gravity's your friend. It's the angle. Bakhtiari was saying it's an angle. You got to know the angles
right.
too.
And then Christian Yelich and Matthew Stafford, and I mean,
Yeah, Stafford too did it in a bar.
yeah.
I'm just glad the Sixers aren't in because Chris Long on the sidelines, he just blazed up an entire bowl and stuff.
Yeah. What was your take on that? Yeah, what was your take on that whole story?
What do you mean? The fact that he told Dan Patrick that he smoked weed?
Yeah.
Scandal.
I mean,
Huge scandal.
good for him.
Do you smoke?
Okay.
Right now? Yes, I did earlier this morning. Early this morning. Yeah, I did.
Rich,
That's how I do this show every day.
Michigan is falling apart.
No, they're not.
Yeah, it is.
They're not.
We got it. I knew you were trying to like filibuster here, but you just lost one of the best coaches in college basketball, and then you're like, well, we'll just hire an old player. That's
not just any old player.
Oh yeah, he was an assistant somewhere.
Let me ask
Okay,
you this
fine.
question. We have only 2 minutes to the hard out. as
Yeah,
they
I
say
knew
in
you
the
were
business.
doing this too.
No.
So I was like, we got to get to it. And also, Game of Thrones, you wasted 10 years of your life on that show. I had to get that in.
So
too.
no, that we have our own
Probably.
app only. We have an app only segment. So we're gonna take we're gonna stay after class here
Okay.
because I know your flight's not for another
Yeah.
couple hours. We got you. So all that said, Juwan Howard. Let me ask you, how many Wisconsin games is LeBron going to show up to?
So this is what we're basing it on?
How many
Showing up to games?
No, it helps. There's buzz. It's all about getting these McDonald's
I'd rather have
All-Americans
a
to
great
come.
coach.
Well, maybe he's going to
John
be one.
Beilein didn't have
learned,
buzz.
He learned from Pat Riley.
But John Beilein didn't have buzz, and he's a great coach.
I understand that.
Bo
but
Ryan didn't have buzz. He's a great coach.
I understand that. But maybe if Juwan doesn't have that ability just now, the buzz is going to get the kids
I'm
in.
just asking the question. You just had one of the best coaches in college basketball say Ann Arbor's not the place for me. I'm going to Cleveland. Yikes.
Actually, what he said is, I'm taking the NBA opportunity that's in front of me.
Because I hate Ann Arbor.
But Dan Gilbert, he would rather do
Yeah,
like one contract
that's
with Dan Gilbert.
insane.
He's not,
I will-
knows he's not going to get an extension from
I will
Dan.
admit this.
Unless
It's an-
Dan had a change of heart and was visited by 3 ghosts on Christmas, he is not going to give that man an extension.
To go work for a Michigan Stater in the state of Ohio and leave Ann Arbor is a tough,
Yikes.
unkind cut to take. If that makes you feel better as a Wisconsin
I'm just
bitter
stating
man.
facts. I'm stating facts.
Well, by the way, let me just end this show right here.
You're the This Is Fine dog.
You call me the dad sweater. I've got one for you.
Since
you now
'cause
have
I
a
am
bun
gonna
in
be
the
dad,
oven.
yes.
There
This
you
is
go.
the last trip
That's a
before
Rich
it.
Eisen dad sweater
There's no
for you.
way this fits. There's no
Was that
way.
wool? Yeah, that's good.
What is
On
this?
Eisen
Is this a
overtime.
large?
If I don't know,
Okay.
it's lost the tag, but it comes from the heart.
What's this stain?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's dog hair on the back.
Thanks to you guys for showing up. We're going to stay after class and shotgun a beer here on Eisen Overtime. We also want to thank Nate Boyer and David Bakhtiari. Have a great, safe Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Thanks for taking in the show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.